everyone, and a warm welcome to this episode of Digital Dialogues powered by CXO Digital Pulse. India, as a nation, is on a track to become the world's leading internet consumers by the year 2028, which is escalating the demand for secure and robust infrastructure. And this has spurred the adoption of advanced video management systems VMS that offers more than security. They enhance compliance, reduce incident response times, and bolster safety. Simultaneously, initiatives like Vikas Bharat 2047 are utilizing VMS technology to transform urban environments into smart, efficient cities that adhere to global standards and foster safer and more inclusive communities. Today, we'll be delving further into this topic, and for that, we'll be conversing with Mr. Alvin Chia, who's the Director of Business and People Support for Milestone Systems APAC. A very warm welcome, Alvin.
Thank you.
So, with Alvin, we aim to discuss how VMS is transforming data driven video technology both within and beyond the security space to enhance safety, protect assets, and boost business efficiency. With urban development accelerating across APAC as a region and more specifically India also, how do you see, Elvin, that VMS technologies are shaping the future of city management and urban planning in this region and specifically in India?
Okay, in terms of the future of city management and urban planning, urban planning is a very, very big topic, but I'm going to focus on smart cities, for example, right? A smart city is a city that uses technology to improve the quality of life for its citizens, while also increasing the city's sustainability and competitiveness, right?
True.
And we talk about it in very much from a quality of life perspective. And when we talk about quality of life, it almost always starts with safety and security. We want to be able to move around our homes and our workplaces in different hours of the day without being endangered. And to have that is about the effectiveness of policing and other critical services like the fire department. They are key to having a safe city. And how can we use technologies to determine and develop this? And how can VMS, a video technology system, support and enable this, right? Let's look at it from a perspective of police stations, for example. Police stations are distributed across the city based on sometimes two variables, right? Distance and population. The higher the density of the population, and sometimes it also creates an environment that will slow down the response rate, right? The higher the density, the demand for quicker response rate. And for us and for India to have more police stations, to have more fire stations, that means higher cost. We want to be able to use video technology to be able to have the best or the most relevant response rate within a smart city. And how do we do that? We have to do it through managing the connectivity of one space to another space. And that is all about traffic management. Many traffic agencies are using video technology to monitor and direct traffic using smart traffic monitoring systems. And what is it for? It's not to obviously it's allow people to get to their workplace better, but more importantly, it is allowing critical services like the police and law enforcement and the fire officers to get to the location quicker, faster. But it's also not just that, because we want to be able to get there faster. We also want to make sure that we are getting to the most important places first. Using video technologies, when a situation is happening, a command center will be able to prioritize what's a critical situation or not, so that they can arrive at their destination quicker. Whether it's a fire, whether it's an act of violence, or whether it's a cat stuck in a tree, these are being prioritized, right? Using the ability of video technologies. Using the ability of video technologies, then traffic is being opened up to enable critical services to get there quicker. This saves cost and prevent harms to citizens, and this is a core part of a smart city.
Alvin, you highlighted that VMS enhances safety and responsiveness contingent on reliable internet and strong signals. Given India's trajectory towards becoming a major global internet consumer and the concurrent growth of the data center sector, how do you envision these developments synergizing to amplify the impact of integration of VMS technology?
I'll do that in two sections. The first section I'll talk about in a smart city environment and securing video data, right? Some of the larger issue that we always see is where the data will be stored, whether it's on-prem or on the cloud, right? And each of them poses cost and usability challenges with ingress and egress costs, server-based analytics versus edge-based analytics, how long the video will be stored. I think one of the few things that Milestone can work with our customers is really defining and designing the architecture of the solution based on the specific use cases that allows both for scale, but not also to build a monster that is impossible to manage and a monster that's impossible to pay for. That's one thing. Now, we talk about the data centers and how important it is for a market like India. I think it's so amazing how important data centers are to the world today, right? A developed nation of many years ago is about the safety and security of their citizens. It's about the employment of the citizens. It's about higher standards of living, like having refrigerators, TVs, a bathroom that's indoors, not outdoors. All of those things still make up what a developed nation is today, right? But what's different is you talk about the internet and the access, the importance of the access to data and information. Data centers are a backbone to that. It literally impacts survival in some cases. I remember a news article in a different country where citizens are unable to purchase food because of an electricity outage. And they have moved to a cashless society. And they basically just needed power in their phones to buy food. Protecting our cows and our chickens and our farms, our crops, our harvest, they're very important in the past and they are very important today. But protecting critical infrastructure like power generation and distribution and data centers who are now considered part of critical infrastructure, they are getting more and more and more important. So how do we do that, right? Video technology works very well with access controls, ensuring that only the right people have access to critical infrastructure premises such as data centers. We know video technology is better than key cards. Key cards are cheap and they are efficient, but they're not necessarily effective because they're not able to detect loitering. And when you have a key card, when I pass through a door, I can always invite 3 other people to pass through the door with me. We call that tailgating, right? So these are potential problems in terms of access control when you use key cards, and video technology supports that. But when we move to a video technology kind of a security point of view, the governance of the cybersecurity now becomes very important. And Milestone, we take that very seriously, right? We have 3 core components to how we design our products. It is customized, meaning to have an open platform, control, being able to manage and all our installation from a central hub. But most importantly is safeguarding, being able to have a product that is not just secure by deployment, but also secure by design. All in all of these are providing the data center industry a secure operating model. And it's not just access control, but also damage control. Data centers, temperature, fire detection is very important. video technologies, Milestone with our partners, we link up with building management systems, right? We allow the connectivity of such information to the building management team and the fire departments in order to enable quick response time, because we know that the damages of an hour that a data center is not working could contribute to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in damages.
So Alvin, we discussed the importance of security for data centers. Shifting the focus, how do you view the role of sustainability in this sector, specifically given its growing significance as a critical point of assessment for data centers?
When you think about that, right, sustainability, we look at it not just from a data center point of view, but from almost all facilities point of view. In some use cases that we have, we look at sustainability, especially when integrating with building management system, the ability to control the air conditioning. That's one major contributor to carbon footprint, if we get to that, right?
True.
Ability to connect the temperature in the facility with the air conditioning in order to make sure that we are minimizing our cost from a carbon perspective. When I talk about some other facilities, and not just from a data center perspective, we've talked to a few facilities management who wants to be able to also control the level of oxygen in a facility. Not just air conditioning, not just temperature, and especially in a world of today where we have a lot more flexibility in working arrangement, work from home, for example. Sometimes you have a facility that has 10 person in a floor, and sometimes we have 50 people in a floor, right? The lightings of the facility are adjusted towards the number of people who are in office that day. The amount of oxygen that is being passed through the air conditioning system is adjusted against the number of people who are in the office that day. All of those are contributing to carbon saving and contributing to a more sustainable future.
So Alvin, considering all these benefits and offerings of VMS technology that we have just discussed, I'm also interested in knowing about the key challenges or concerns that organizations typically have while considering VMS solutions. And apart from highlighting the concerns, if you could also share the best approaches or practices that you recommend to organizations to address all these concerns.
I'll talk about it from two perspectives, right? I mentioned earlier, one of the key trends that has been around for a while is the word cloud. And from a Milestone perspective, we have products and we are continuously building our products for customers who want to build their architecture in a way that they see fit. And that means whether they want to do it fully on premises, they want to do it fully on cloud, or something in between. I think that is a key challenge for us particularly, right? Because our product must be able.
Great. Thank you, Alvin, for bringing all these points in our discussion today. And what I understand is that video management system isn't just a technological upgrade, but it's a pivotal element in sculpting the future of urban and industrial landscape within India. VMS systems are set to play a crucial role in the country's transition into a digital and advanced secure nation, providing indispensable in both everyday and strategic applications across various sectors. Thank you for being with us today, Alvin. And a special thanks to all our viewers for tuning in with us today for this episode of Digital Dialogues. Do watch out this space for more such engaging conversations around technology. Till then, take care and see you soon.